Hi everyone, it's Ashley. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. Guys, let's go ahead and jump right in. I have so much to get done today and I cannot wait to show you what's coming to my table. Okay, so bringing in my first little blank here, I want to start with this because it's the only piece of home decor I have for today. I'm pretty sure the rest of let me say it's the only piece of home decor for myself, right? For my own home. I think everything else that I'm gonna do today is gifts. So this is the only thing that I'm making for my own home, but I wanted to include it because I thought that this was just so cute and I wanted to show you guys. So these little letters here, these came from Hobby Lobby. They were actually in a pack. It was like a bare wood and it said Merry Christmas. So I just went in with some chalk paint that I like. And I just picked some colors that I thought would be cute and playful. And this is actually gonna be for my daughter's room. Now, the little board itself, I got this from Dollar Tree in the crafter square. It just says Decor. So this was $1.25, and I like to pick these up because I really like the beaded hanger. And although I do like the slotted look, sometimes it can be a little hard to put vinyl on, right? Because if you put vinyl on it, you either have to work in between the slots or your vinyl is gonna like overlap the slots. So I never know like which one to kind of go for. So I prefer to kind of use these as something to put in cutouts on. I think that is a great way to use them. So with that in mind, I just painted this with some really playful colors, and this is gonna be for my daughter's room. So I thought it would just be so cute for her. So I actually like it down at the bottom like this. So I'm gonna go with that. Just bringing in my hot glue gun. It's just kind of warming up because I always forget to turn on my hot glue gun until the moment that I need it. And then I feel like it takes forever to warm up. It doesn't, of course, it's just me being impatient. But let me tell you, I feel like I'm always waiting for my hot glue gun to warm up. So also another benefit of putting it in the corner like this, like down at the bottom, is I didn't really think about it, but it's actually making it really easy to line up. So I just did like the first letter and just really nestled that in the corner there, and then did my last letter, which is the Y, and just nestled that right up to the edge of the frame. So that actually worked out in my benefit really, really well. So that's nice. So I'm just going to continue working left to right and just try to get even spacing between my letters, but you know. Okay, so here's how my little frame came out. I think that that is so cute. Oh my gosh. And these letters from Hobby Lobby are like super thick, so it gives it so much dimension on the sign. And the sign itself, I didn't do anything to it. This is exactly how it comes from Dollar Tree. And in my daughter's room, there's like a little like half of a wall next to her closet, and I just put like everything that I've made her for her room. Some of the things, well, most of the things are kind of like sentimental things that I keep up all the time, but then a couple of them I switch out seasonally. So this will be one that will go on her wall of things that her mama has made her, and then this will just be for the holidays. And I love the way that this came out. I think it's so cute. Let's go ahead. I think I only have one vinyl craft and then the rest are iron-on, which is crazy, but I have a ton to do, so let's go ahead and just get them done. Bringing in my next little blank here, this is just a little table decor that I got from Hobby Lobby. It was originally $5.99. I got it for $1.49, and I just like to pick up these little cubes like this. They're really substantial, like they don't wobble. They sit up really nicely. This did have like some saying on the front. I don't quite remember what it said. I've had this little piece in my stash for a while, but I just gave it a couple coats of chalk paint and I cut out a little design here that I'm gonna gift to a dear friend. And I just thought this was so cute. And I'm probably going to also make one of these for our home because I really like this. But I will have to like edit it a little because we only have one singular kid right now. So I would just kind of edit this to fit us a little better. But I thought, oh my goodness, this is the cutest little thing. And I think that putting like it in black vinyl on the white background, it's just really gonna pop. And I think it's gonna make it look really high end. Just bringing in a piece of transfer tape here that is large enough to fit over my whole design. I'm just gonna take and use my weeding tool to pick up a corner, and then flipping it over, I'm gonna bend this carrier sheet back so that it exposes just a little bit of my vinyl there. I'm then gonna take this and place it over just the beginning of my design, and then I can pull that right onto it. And it just makes laying that transfer tape down so easy. Like, let me tell you, once you start doing it, you will never go back. It makes it so easy to get your transfer tape down. So highly recommend trying to remember to do that. It will change your life. So I just went ahead and cut that really close to my design, just because I am going to gift this. So I really want to make sure that it looks nice, right? And I want to make sure I get this as centered as I can. So with that being said, less is definitely more when it comes to transfer tape. So just bringing in my little blank here, I'm just gonna make sure that it does in fact sit up nice and straight on the side that I plan to put it on. You always wanna make sure, just because you don't want it to be rock in there. You could either put it, you know, a little to the side, whatever you like. I think I'm just gonna go straight in and try to square it off here. Now it is like a little of a loopy design, so I wouldn't worry too much about getting it super straight, but that is personal choice. You put it however you like. I'm just gonna bring in my scraper and burnish this down. Now, being very careful because I did not put anything over this chalk paint, I'm just gonna grab a corner here and we're gonna slowly just pull that transfer tape back. But let me tell you, that is laying down so nicely. And here we go. I will tell you, my transfer tape did pull up a little bit of my paint right along the edge. I will go back in and just touch up those little parts, but other than that, this came out so cute, and it just said you, me, and the kids, and I just thought that this would be so sweet for their home. And I just like to include a little something like this, like if I'm giving a gift card or like maybe just a card, you know, I try to just include a little something that reminds me of them, and I think it is a super cute little sentimental gift. All right guys, let's head on to iron on. Bringing in my next two little blanks. I'm pretty sure that I've shown these in a video before. I'll try to link it if I did. You can get these like at Michael's or the Dollar Tree. I'm pretty sure Michael's, they're like 99 cents, I want to say, and the Dollar Tree, they're $1.25. So just about the same, but it is just a picture frame, right? So it has this cutout here where you are meant to put a photo. That is not how I choose to use it, and I will show you how I choose to use it in just a moment. So I do want to add just a little bit of iron-on. So I just have my Easy Press Mini warming up there. I think I'm gonna go with the medium heat. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this weeded. I do have a lot of script font here, so it's gonna take me a minute. So I'm gonna get this weeded and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so I did start there with some of my middles. I'm pretty sure I didn't get all of them, which is fine, but I just went through quickly and just kind of tried to get as many of them as I can, just because some of the script does get pretty small. So that can help when you have just some smaller pieces, kind of help them stay down. So anything I can do to kind of help my vinyl is probably going to be worth the time in this instant. But I did choose to go with iron-on for this because of the size and delicateness of the font that I knew I wanted to use. And sometimes when I'm gifting, I feel like iron-on is just a little more durable. So if I have a color that I am feeling in iron-on, I will go that way. But with that being said, this is just a iron-on that I got from Amazon. I used it in one of my last Christmas videos, and it's actually really, really nice. It weeds really beautifully. I haven't had any issues with it. Fingers crossed I didn't speak too soon, but so far, so good. So I'm just gonna finish up here. Just being mindful as well when you start working with little pieces, make sure that any little middles that you take out do not make their way back onto your project, because once you iron it down, it does become permanent. So you want to just be really, really careful. So now I'm just going to turn this over and just kind of go through and make sure that I have all of my middles, which it looks like I did pretty good, which makes me a little nervous because I feel like if I feel like I did really good, then I probably missed one and it's like a super obvious one. But honestly, I really don't think that I'm missing any. So I'm gonna really concentrate here for a second. Give me a minute. Okay, I don't know. I concentrated and it looks really good, so I'm gonna go with it. I think that I got all of my middles. You guys might be screaming at me right now, like, oh my goodness, but I think we are okay. So these are two different designs. I have two different frames here. They're going to two different people. So with that being said, because they were on the same color, I did cut them together, no problem, but now I'm gonna cut them apart, and we will lay them down separately. So bringing in my first one here, I just cut out this little saying. It is from a song that is really special to me, and I think that the person who I'm gifting this to will really appreciate this sentiment. So it just says, "Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders." And I kind of just made a shape in Design Space, and then in that shape I created a heart, kind of the same dimensions as my frame, and I just try to get it as close as I can. You know, it's not going to be perfect, but then I just kind of sized and placed my text how I liked it from there. So with that being said, I'm really just going to kind of focus on my bottom line here, and I'm just going to make sure that that is straight and where I want it in relation to the bottom of my frame. So I think that that looks really nice. Hopefully my eyes are not deceiving me, but I think that looks really good. So with that being said, my Easy Press Mini here is warmed up to medium, which is the two wavy lines. I'm simply gonna bring this in and start to lay this down, constantly moving my Easy Press Mini. I'm just going to begin to lay down my sentiment, giving each area maybe about 10 to 15 seconds. Honestly, I really don't know. I'm just winging it. Just be mindful of what is in front of you, and you should be okay. So with that being said, I am going to give that just a moment to kind of cool down. Let's bring in our other frame while we wait, and then we will get this one laid down. Okay, now same thing with this one. I'm just gonna kind of line up my text here to the bottom of my frame. I want that period right kind of in that corner, and then just making sure that this is straight. Sorry it's so glary there. I apologize for that. Okay, so that looks pretty good to me. Once again, just bringing in my mini, I'll just kind of start from the middle and then work one way and then back the other way. Constantly moving. You don't want to leave your mini in one spot for too long, okay? Keep it moving. Okay, so I think that looks good. Let's bring in our first one and see what we got. Okay, so far that's looking really good. I'm really happy. Oh my goodness. Wow, that really did lay down so perfectly. And this is a matte dark green color. I actually used it in one of my last videos. It's coming up like really like black, but it is like a dark green color, and oh my gosh, that came out so cute. Let's go ahead and bring in our second one. It should be just cool enough. Perfect. Oh my gosh, I love them. Okay, and then just kind of continuing, I will show you guys. Just bringing in two of these little mini like clothesline clips. I got these at Michael's, I don't know, years ago. I've had the pack forever. So this is how I like to use these frames. I simply take one of these and I will just kind of put it right on this side and press down. Okay, so just like that. So now I like to then put the photo here, and then I like to put a piece of pattern paper here. So in the thumbnail, I will probably have the pattern paper picked out, but just know that that's how I like to use them. And then I have the little sticks that go in the back here that I will include with it. But then I would just think that they would put a photo like this. So they would display a photo here and then just have like a little peekaboo of a pattern paper and then our sweet sentiment there. So I thought that that was so cute. And this is a favorite. I've done these on my channel before. And then for this one, for my sweet friend, it would be more of a note card. And I was thinking that I could make her some little like scripture cards that would fit right in here. So that would be my idea for this. And I think that that also came out so cute. I again will put some pattern paper here, but these came out so good. I love them. Okay guys, 2 more crafts down. Let's keep going. Okay, bringing in my next little blank. This is going to be a gift for my sister-in-law. So hopefully she is not watching. I don't think she watches, but anywho. So I simply got this little jewelry case at Target, and my sister-in-law, well, my sister and brother-in-law, obviously, they travel a lot. So I thought that this was really, really nice. So I thought that this would be really nice for her because they travel a lot, and she's also like one of those super like fashionable people. So she always wears like a lot of jewelry that is just beautiful, and I love it. Now it was $15, which is a little on the pricier side, but I thought that this is something that really, really fits her. So I was happy to find it. It has a place for 4 sets of earrings, and then you open this up and it has like where you can put necklaces, and then it has like the little place here so they don't get all crazy tangled. And then it comes with a little mirror, which is nice, and then here for rings. So like I said, I thought that this would be just really, really nice for her, and I liked the colors, and I just thought it was super cute. And it is a really nice hard case for $15. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get my easy press down. I probably should have done this in like order of how hot I need my easy press, but that is okay. I'm not really too worried about it. but that would be smart. You know, me just being who I am, I thought that it would be cute to just simply go in and add her initials right to the case itself. So I think that this is just a really nice way to personalize something for someone, and it comes out really, really nice. Now, I will tell you that the texture on this is like, maybe like a faux velvet. It's very, very soft. It's like a super, super dark, rich blue. And then it has the hot pink zipper and then a gold zipper here. Now, I will tell you, because it has the gold hardware, I really, really debated on going with gold or this white. Now, I'm gonna tell you why I went with the white over the gold. Is because the gold is like a metallic, and I felt like it would show a lot more flaws. You know, if there is any flaws, I felt like it would show it. And I also felt like it would probably show the texture of this like faux velvet behind it a lot more than the glitter, right? Glitter iron-on is so forgiving. So anytime you have a project that has like some texture behind it, I will always opt for a glitter iron-on just because it really, really does hide any flaws like so good. So with that being said, I'm just waiting for my Easy Press Mini to come down to heat. Okay, just bringing in a piece of butcher paper here. I'm just gonna lay that down and bringing this in on low heat. I'm just gonna start to lay this down. I'm really gonna be very, very mindful here of monitoring my project, right? Monitoring what's in front of me, because I don't know exactly how long this is gonna take. And I don't want to ruin the texture of this little box. So being very, very mindful of that, I'm really gonna have to just kind of really work with what is in front of me. And I think that that needs just a little more. So just bringing back in my mini, I'm just gonna come in with some more heat here. Okay, I think that probably should be good there. Now I am going to give this just a moment to cool because glitter iron-on is usually always cold peel. Okay, so here it is. I think that that came out so cute. I love it. And it might be a little hard for you guys to see, but it is in fact a white glitter iron-on. It is so pretty. I love it. I use it all the time. It's just a great, great glitter iron-on. So I'm just gonna give this just a couple more seconds here without that carrier sheet, just because sometimes I feel like when you rip it up, it kind of is harsh on that iron-on. So I just give it just another moment there, and look how cute that came out. Oh my gosh, I love it. And I just went with like the really playful like varsity letters, and I think that this is just so cute. And for $15, I now have a personalized gift that I know she is going to absolutely love and use, and that's important to me, right? So there we go. It came out so cute. It actually kind of like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it kind of like embedded in that kind of faux velvet. So it honestly looks stamped, and this looks so high end. I actually might pick up a couple more of these for gifts because I think that this is one and done, and it is a total crowd pleaser. I am so impressed. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my mini. My next two projects, I think we're gonna use the bigger heat press. Okay, so just bringing in my next little blank here, just a little shirt from Target. It is a 5T, it's for my daughter. And I posted this on my Instagram a while ago. I don't even remember. I think maybe even before I started my channel. But I've made this design for my daughter. This is honestly either the 4th or 5th time I've made this shirt for her. And The first time I made it, it was on a like 6 to 9 month, I want to say. And then there was, you know, some times that, you know, I didn't make it, and I, you know, that season of my life, I just didn't. But I have come back to this design, like I said, either 4 or 5 times. And every time I see this design, it reminds me of my daughter, and it reminds me of just me when I first got my Cricut and the reason that I got it. And it was 100% to make my daughter t-shirts. And that is still absolutely probably my absolute favorite thing to do with my Cricut, is still make her shirts. So all in all, this design just really brings back a lot of great memories for me. And like I said in my Instagram post, I've made it 4 or 5 times, and I hope to make it for her another 45 times, right? So that is my wish, and here we go. So with that being said, I'm just gonna come in and weed my design. It is super simple, super, super cute, and totally up my alley here. So for this little design here, I'm just gonna kind of, oh, my big easy press is just telling me it's ready. For this design, I'm just gonna kind of come in and pick up all of these petals, and then I'll go back in and grab the middle. And then I just gotta come through quickly and grab all of the outer petals here. How are you guys doing with your Christmas crafting? Is everybody getting things checked off their list, or are we a little behind? I will say I think that I'm behind per se, because like I said, I don't have a ton of gifts to do, so it's not too bad. However, December in general is a very, very busy month. I think for everyone in general, right? Especially moms. But my daughter's birthday is also in December. It was actually this past weekend, and oh my gosh. Every December, I just think, oh my goodness, next December we should just go on a cruise and be done with it, right? Because there are just, oh my goodness, so many things to get done this season. But that is okay. That is the fun of being a crafter, I think. I always just say December is like the Olympics for crafters. So that's kind of how I approach it. So I just have my easy press mat. I'm just gonna bring in my shirt here. Very quickly, I'm gonna simply just kind of lay this over my shirt. This is gonna do 2 things. A, get out the wrinkles for me, but it's also going to get out any moisture that may be in our shirt, and just in general kind of help our vinyl lay down nice. And let me tell you, I said in another video, I always have the best of luck with HTV. Like, any shirt I've ever made always holds up so well. I feel like the shirt kind of like starts to give out before the vinyl does, 100%. And I've heard other people say that, so it's not just me. I'm telling you, I have had like such good luck with HTV. Now this one, like this brand from Amazon, is a new one to me, so I don't know how it's gonna hold up long term, but just in general, I have great luck with HTV. So I just kind of folded this shirt in half. I'm now gonna press it to just get a seam line right in, hopefully the middle of my shirt. Now this is just a little way to kind of help yourself get what should be the center of the shirt. I honestly do not worry too much about it. You know, once it's on my daughter, she's like doing cartwheels and flipping over chairs half the time anyways. So, you know, nobody really notices if it's a little crooked. So, you know, it's all good. With that being said, I'm just gonna kind of get this as centered as I can. And that looks really nice to me. Her last shirt, I sized it 6 inches wide, and I wondered if I should have sized this up to 7 inches wide, because every time I've made it, I just made it like a little bigger and a little bigger. And I was like, no, I feel like 6 inches is still like a good size. Now looking at it, I probably, if I could make this over, I'd probably size it to 7 inches wide, just because I think it could be a little larger on the 5 t-shirt, but that is okay. I have my heat press here set at 300 for 30 seconds. I'm just gonna give this just a little bit of pressure, nothing crazy, and we will let this heat up. I'll probably do maybe about 20 seconds, so I'll let this go down to about 10 left. Again, Cricut has a great heat guide that will tell you everything you need to know. I honestly do not use it that often, just because I've been doing it for a while. I kind of just wing it. With that being said, I'm gonna turn my shirt over. I'm now gonna press this from the back for probably about 20 seconds. No, yeah, about 20 seconds. Okay. Now I'm gonna remove that heat mat because it holds in a lot of heat. And actually, let's go ahead and just set this to the side and let's weed our last project. While our t-shirt is cooling, we can go ahead and get our last project here weeded. Now, this is gonna be a gift for a friend of mine. She knows that I have a Cricut, and she asked me if I could make one of these little placemats for her daughter. And I said, absolutely. So I actually was gonna go to Hobby Lobby and grab a placemat, and in my area, there is a Dollar Tree right next to our Hobby Lobby, and I decided, or I usually tend to go into Dollar Tree first, just because if I can find it at Dollar Tree, I'd rather buy it there normally. So I just kind of go into Dollar Tree first, see what I can and cannot find, and then anything I can't find that I'm looking for, I'll then go into Hobby Lobby and usually get there. So all that to say, I was going to get a placemat at Hobby Lobby for her daughter, and I went into Dollar Tree and I actually found this one here, and I'll show you guys in just a second. And I actually thought it was so cute, and I sent her a picture and she was like, yeah, like no problem, that's great, I love it. So I thought the colors were so cute, and I actually, thank goodness they only had one, because I probably would have picked up 2 of them and made my daughter one as well. Which we do not need one of these because I have like an actual dish set, like Santa thing for my daughter that I got on clearance last year after Christmas for like $5, you know, and everything's like 90% off. So I do not need one of these, but if Dollar Tree would have had 2 placemats, I probably would have made her one anyways. Blessings in disguise, right? So with that being said, I'm just going to quickly come in and get this all weeded out. Now, I will tell you, I just left this how it was in Design Space, but I'm probably going to kind of cut this out and place these a little more how I want them on our placemat, but we will see once I get this weeded out. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this up and I'll see you guys in just a sec. Oh my gosh, y'all. I tell you, it is always the last project. That took absolutely forever to weed. I did not notice that it had a bunch of little pieces in there. And let me tell you guys something. I will kind of design things and get them cut out, you know, when I have time during the day, depending on what else I have going on that day. So with that being said, a lot of the times, like, I will start my Cricut and have it cut things, and I will kind of, you know, make sure it's going well, you know, and I'll kind of like make sure it's cutting, and then then I'll leave my craft room and I'll go like do a task, you know, like I'll go wash dishes or like do something that I need to do during the day while Cricut cuts. So it's funny because if I would have noticed that this was like such intricate cuts, I probably would have canceled it. But my Cricut did a great job and it weeded perfectly. This is like a perfect vinyl. It always works so good for me. So I had no problem, but it's always the last one. So this is the little placemat that I got at Dollar Tree. It just says placemat. And I thought that this was just so pretty. It is, you know, obviously green. It has like the light green and dark green, and then it has red, and then it has like a metallic gold on it. And I really liked it because it had the white and then the lighter green. So like I said, when I saw this placemat, I just thought it was really pretty, and I thought that it would be the perfect placemat for this. So with that being said, I just kind of sized this as big as I could without having to use my long mat. So I sized it at 11.5 high. So I was thinking I might like cut them apart and kind of place them a little further apart, but I don't know, should I? I don't know, I'm gonna have to press it separately anyways. So honestly, I feel like they could stand to be a little further apart on this placemat. So I'm just gonna kind of go in and very carefully just cut these out. And honestly, since this is our last project, I'm just gonna go ahead and heat back up my mini because honestly, I prefer to use my mini anytime I can. So I think it'll just make it easier on me. And let me tell you, you know, right now at the end of December with Christmas coming and things the way they are, I am all about making it easy on mama right now. So for this, I'm just gonna kind of make sure that this Dear Santa is kind of lined up on this gold line here. And it looks like I could bring it down just a little on this side. So that's really the only thing that I kind of have to worry about getting lined up. The rest of it then, I'm just gonna kind of place where I like it. And I thought that I attached it and cut it out, but I must not have. But obviously I wrote out in text, Love Charlotte, which is her daughter's name, and I'm gonna put this at the bottom because that's the whole point, is it's like a personalized one for your, you know, child. So I don't know why that didn't cut. I was crafting really late last night, so honestly I probably just forgot to cut it, if I'm being 100% honest. But I will go back and cut out her name, and it will just say Love Charlotte at the bottom. So how do I want to place these? Let's see. Okay, so I'm thinking something like this, and then I'll put her name right down here. So with that being said, I'm gonna bring it back in my heat mat here. And then we'll just kind of focus on one area at a time. I do have it on high heat, which is the 3 wavy lines. And I'm just gonna simply go around and keeping my mini in motion at all times, get this laid down. So anyways, like I was saying, I don't know if I finished the thought, but I know that I will for sure have at least one more gift video because I do have like 4 more gifts I need to get done. So those I will be working on hopefully in the next couple of days. And then I'm not sure. I think that I might be just about done with Christmas. But we will see. You know, something always kind of pops up, doesn't it? Okay, so I think this needs just a little more heat. That needs some help laying down. You can also bring this from behind, right? And then just kind of seeing where your design is. You can also heat this from the back. And I like to do that sometimes just because I feel like it's less harsh on the iron-on. So if I feel like I need more heat, but I don't want to like risk burning my iron-on, I like to especially turn it to the back. And I feel like that helps a lot with that. So let's bring back in our shirt really quick. Let's see how this laid down. Okay, so that looks like it laid down really, really nicely. So this is how it came out. And like I said, it's just in that dark green color, and I absolutely love this. I will always love this. Like I said, I hope to make it 30 more times for her, and I love it so much. Okay, let's check our placemat. Okay, so that looks really good. That one looks good. Okay, so that's how that came out. It came out really, really cute. So I am so happy with this. Okay guys, with that being said, this one took a little longer than I expected, so I think that's all I'm gonna have time for today. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. Let's go ahead and bring everything back in and see what we got done. Okay guys, so this is everything we got done tonight. I am so happy with how everything came out, and I am so happy to have these things off of my checklist and soon off to their new homes. I have to say, I think my favorite tonight is honestly the sign for my daughter. I just think it is so cute and playful. I absolutely love the way that this came out, and it's gonna look so cute on her little wall. I also wanted to show you guys how I kind of finished these frames. Now, I don't know if these are necessarily the papers that I will leave in them, but just to show you, I just simply take out the insert that's in here, and then I just use that to cut a piece of cardstock that I like the pattern, and then just put it in. And then, like, you know, from the back, it is actually like really finished and it looks really nice. So this is a great, great gift, and it makes a great frame, and I absolutely love that. You could also put like some initials here or a date, and then add a picture of the couple together. So I think that these are such great gift ideas, and I am so happy that you guys joined me in making them. So guys, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.